Hey, how's it going? So just to sit here and set a few things up. Um, this is going to be a D&D channel, um, where we sit here and do different sessions of D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. That is, if you come across this. First off, hey DM, how's it going? Suggested to by our really awesome DM that should record our sessions because it would sit here and make remembering stuff and notes and stuff a lot easier. And basically I was like, hey, I sit here and I have well, technically I've got several YouTube channels, but I was like, I have a YouTube channel. Well, two YouTube channels. One that I sit here and do mainly video games and stuff. And the other one, this one here, that you're watching, I basically have where it's like, I'm not doing anything. I ain't doing shit with. But anyway, so I sat here and I'm like, hey, look, I have a recording program. Where I can sit here and, screen record our sessions, this and that. Have to sit here and, get some space on my computer. Sit here and, this and that, and just kind of set some, stuff up so that we can sit here and record. So there's going to be, it's going to sit here, and this isn't for our amazing DM, very cool DM. This is going to be for you guys who may come across this channel and watch our stuff. Later date, I may sit here and do something like this. By the way, excuse the mess on the table here. Kind of cleaning things up and, putting stuff here, there, and everywhere. Anyways, sidetracked. Sorry about that. Anyways, there's a few, like side characters from our first campaign. May sit here and down the road, put a video like this where I just kind of, bring in for you guys to sit here, you guys who bring in for you guys who are just coming in on this. May do a video like this, just kind of, just sit here and, words, brain, work, please. Just kind of catch guys up on speed. One of the side characters that is mentioned is the catalog. But I want to do this kind of briefly, this here briefly. So during, I will finish with this here, that, I am going to sit here and finish with this here, that, that setting this up, I've been having a few little minor problems. Gonna kind of hear about this during the session at one point. Technology just fucking hates me. I don't know why. Really don't know why. First things first is if you see anything behind here where my green screen should be, if you see anything here, like any random picture here, if you see any picture here, then that means I've solved the problem. The one problem being connecting my phone to my PC via a cable and having it show up onto my PC. My PC being that ways. That's the one problem I'm having. The second problem is from what the little research that I've done, a lot of people are having where Discord is just randomly dropping their call or whatever, the voice chat, dropping it, disconnecting and then reconnecting, which actually happened during this, where my main profile disconnected for some time. If you're seeing something here, like a random picture behind me, that means I will sit here and be able to just pop in and just, kind of give like a brief, okay, this is what we're doing, this is what happened, these are the roles that that we've had, or that us the players have had. The players that are in play is my one character from our first session. You'll kind of see that with you kind of see with the other two characters that they go for more of a, this is my character's name. But with me, you'll see that my characters, I've come up with like a reference. For instance, like my one character, Timothy the Khan of SR388, is literally 3 references, being Tim Allen, or Tim Taylor, whichever person or the character that you, if you know what I mean. Then Khan being Mortal Kombat, Shao Kahn or Kotal Khan, and SR388 being, if you're a huge Metroid fan like myself, that's the planet that the Chozos had sat there and created the Metroids from. Little side tracked talking about that. Anyways, with the 3 players, there's 4 players, but the one guy basically, family, this and that, work, he's not able to sit here and come in as often as we do. But the 3 main humans, I'll just sit here and say human people that are in play is the one character Basilio, then the other character Raven. You'll hear me call him by a different name at one point. That's, I kind of forgot that he's using that character. And then there is me. My character is from one of the previous sessions, Rocky, as in Rocky Balboa. But yeah, those are the 3 characters in play. Just kind of catch y'all up. Basilio, Raven, and Rocky. That's why if there's something here, because I realizing now I didn't fucking finish this up. If you're saying something back here, like something else, then that means I'll be able to come in when the audio goes out. Just kind of pop and be like, show the roles, showing the roles as the roles come in, and I'll be able to sit here and just be like, this is what happened, and then just like edit out the rest of the what do you call it, and jump into when the audio comes back in. If not, then the like 5-10 or half hour, I think, of the audio being gone, I'm just gonna edit that out. I'm just gonna cut it out, I'll cut out depending on if I figure out behind my phone thing. I'll probably just, if I can't figure that out, I'll just sit here and I might just pop in, just be like, okay, this is what's happening, this is what happened, and that's it. And just kind of have my phone here and be like, here are some of the roles, these are what the roles are, and just try to remember exactly what happened. Anyways, sorry for going at this for like 10, 11 minutes. Again, want to say a quick hi to our DM if she's here watching this. Sorry in advance about the technical issues. Hopefully by the next session I'll have everything fully figured out. Hoping fully figured out. But yeah, hopefully the next session is going to go a lot smoother and cleaner and whatnot. Anyways, enjoy the session.
3, 2, 1. Iron liver.
Oh, Nyx was the only one who
Did you
of us who was not there during the murder of the priestess. And did the ritual, and we found out 3 dark temples nearby. So there's one in the city itself. We also found out.
You're getting frustrated, Mom. You get this way when you're frustrated.
The Shadow Gate walk into the mortal plane, and that a different type of dark Justicar who can kill whoever else is in the Shadow fell, because there can only be one queen. Oh, and that the Wormling was coerced into following the Dark Justicars.
Raven is
and then she burst into flames, of course.
Great. So, yeah, so it's like, alright.
To mention that so is Basilio. They are currently not present.
They're currently in the lab. You are left with Merc, and I believe he still has his Goldilocks.
Yeah.
Because I am too sexy for that.
Let me go get the.
So apparently we gotta look for Temple of Jashar and
well, they left markings, as Merton points
Get out
in the door frames.
This thing flips. You're in the way.
All right. So Merton, lead the way. Hey.
What?
I'm young.
Lead the way as in get moving? Dude.
How about you put them where they are?
You point out
right. Remember, they
You're
are
probably
burnt
good at
to
cutting.
ash,
Walk up
and one of them
to
burned.
Zephyrus. Can I just beat this guy to death already? Because, I mean...
Who is Zephyrus?
he's-
I'm
Yeah,
Raven.
Raven.
No.
Okay.
the 17. He is not as stealthy as Raven, but he's doing a good job.
As I am just walking down, clapping away, whistling Dixie, basically.
All right.
And I'm just hearing all the noise behind me. Keep
Okay.
going forward, slowly inching,
So-
seeing if I hear any.
You find at that building there, the one that looks like stone, seems super interesting to you because it's a bit different. It's an ancient tower, and it's kind of crumbling, which all the other buildings, they were crumbling, but the inside is not pristine.
This is not normal. Not normal here.
That is very much not normal from the rest of the city.
All right. Do I see any windows on my side? Or any means to get inside?
So far, no. It's kind of crumbled, so you can walk inside the building because it necessarily doesn't have an inside and outside. All of it is.
Oh, it's like a ruin.
It's very dilapidated. Yeah, it's more like a ruin than it is a fully functional building.
I take a quick look inside. Look around. Do I see?
I'm gonna say you may feel something. Let's see. What should you roll?
Well,
You're like, it's a
I like looking
broken
around.
building.
It's like,
Rocky, you are behind Raven. Would you like to see if you can sense an investigation
Sure.
or a
I think I'll go with a
perception check?
I think I'll go with a perception check, seeing as I rolled a 21, 17 plus 4.
Amazing. All right.
I step
So you
inside.
can feel resonant aura. Would you like to continue?
I had already walked inside the ruins.
Sure, let's move on. Hey, Raven, there's a very dank, what do you call it?
Ominous?
Forest, kind of. Yes.
Like a oppressive, like an ominous aura coming from this building.
Very, very ominous, and what have you, or so.
You see on his face a face of like he's like unfazed by the oppressiveness. Like, yeah,
All right.
like he's like has a smile. Like, yeah, okay.
Merton walks in. Feels like home.
What?
I don't know what the hell you call home there, bud. I mean,
Well, he's either a fiend, devil, or demon.
I'm a
I think
Merton.
he's all three.
Just
That's my name.
Don't wear it out. Anyway, so what's in this place? I perceived at once.
Well, Martin's investigating, and with a 25, I think he found something, but he's not telling you, as you were being mean.
Martin, please, did you find something?
To the rubble with the
If so,
15.
please tell us.
with a 15.
Yeah, I'm just looking through the rubble.
Well, this place is really old. It's probably older than any of the other buildings around.
Uh-huh.
And it's dark. That's
So
what you get.
I'm just kicking some stones around.
Yeah, you're kicking stones.
Lifted one stone and a couple bugs scurried out. Like, nothing here.
And then if you look over at Merton, he is currently playing with thick vines. It's like very pointy, sharp vines.
Can I roll a perception to see if I can perceive what Martin is
You could
currently
definitely
doing?
do that, or you can move closer.
Possibly. I'll move closer because I have a feeling.
I
Move right
keep
there.
like 10 feet back. Looking
Alright,
at it like,
Rocky, now that you are beside Merton, you're going to notice something on the wall where the vines are. There is a burned black circle in the stone.
I'd like to investigate that, if that is all right by you, DM.
Fine. Or you could do a religion check.
Rocky, what do you see there?
I'll do a religion check. Shit. A 4.
Rocky,
All right.
what do you see?
Don't, even though you've seen the symbol, you recognize it, but you don't know what it is.
Rocky, what's going on?
Circle.
I see this black hole type thing. I see it. I don't know what I really don't know what it's for. I do know that
massive black holes.
I realize it's not
So
what
many
it
jokes.
is because I rolled a 5.
Raven,
I've seen
you
it.
also have seen this before, but it looks different, so you're not sure.
I was like,
okay. Can I do
I'm probably more confused on what Merton's doing.
Merton is dancing with vines.
Merton, what are you doing?
Dancing?
With what exactly?
They're vines. They're alive.
So if I get too close, they'll attack?
They're not that type of alive. You think they're sentient? And he takes one of the vines and shakes it at you.
Can I? I'm sorry, but can I try my hand at an investigation roll, maybe?
You can definitely do that.
Thank you, DM. I didn't fare any better with a 7. Unfortunately.
You have all found something, and Merton's not sharing what it is.
I step right next to Merton. All right, Merton. You apparently know some. I'm going to do an insight check on Merton. If
You
he's
can
hiding
definitely
something.
do that.
Martin, can you please tell us what you're not telling us? Please, please, please.
I rolled a 22.
22? Right below Merton, there's a giant hole in the ground that none of you seem to notice because Merton was dancing with vines.
Okay.
And it seems like there's stairs leading downwards in a spiral.
Let's go down the stairs.
Hold on.
Let's see what happens.
Rocky, hold on. DM.
Yes.
I want to do something mischievous, but I want to know if chaos will allow it.
Roll me an odd or even. It was even, so it will not be allowed.
All right.
You had an idea Yeah.
I whisper over to.
Ooh, I'll do it.
You try and kick Merton down the stairs.
Yes. Can I try a chaos roll?
Better
15. Damn.
of kicking Merton down the stairs as you are slightly scared. Become nice to you. He decided to go eat them.
I pat Raven on his shoulder area.
Back on from turning into a dragon, except for his cloak. You are tugging at his cloak and billowing, but he is fully undressed.
And then I just realized, I just remembered that, like, Ern?
Yes?
What? Why
Well,
are you still
we had to
naked?
question a lady, and there were some pressing matters of you wanting me to find where this place is. Who has time to get dressed?
We do. We're waiting for our
Fine.
buddy to show up. Yeah, but
I do have my cloak on.
I don't want to.
Ah, my private bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy.
Okay, I'll put some clothes on.
I find the nearest wall and
Close
lean
the
against it.
area.
Yep.
You'll move it down here. Okay, that's fine.
As as I
Fill it in. There's a spooky hole in the ground that we found, and it's really dark, and you can't see. And there's pitfalls.
Oh, I love spooky murder holes.
Do you fill it in on the plan to sacrifice Merton?
Oh my god, I was
yes,
and that's the first thing that I thought the video said. Have you tried throwing Burton in yet?
Right.
But yes, I fill him in about possibly sacrificing Martin and how, like, look, we may have to treat Martin like a red shirt, where, the whole, like, not outrunning the threat, but, outrunning the slowest person, i.e., maybe have to sit there and, do a little stabby to his knee.
Well, if you want to throw him into the weird murder hole, I have a suggestion. Basilio produces out of his bag a length of dead creek pine. It's the strongest steel. Or if we lower him down, he might not be sucked in. Nasty stuff.
So, as I'm trying to readjust myself to the darkness,
Who turned off the sun?
Cheers for even.
I'm just chilling here in complete darkness, deprived of sensory input. But do I hear things coming down the steps?
You don't hear anything moving towards you, but you do hear a very subtle, like a very quiet chanting. It's not very loud,
Yeah,
but it's very rhythmic.
It's like, Martin, we really should have just dragged that elf man with us.
Pressing matters. I couldn't get dressed. Elf boy had to stay behind.
Elf boy. Who's Elf boy?
Oh, so you finally arrived, Basilio.
Yeah, Rocky. Let's me up to speed. I got a link to quick find something about a murder hole and sacrificing Merton to it. I can tie this around it. We're gonna get him a nasty rash, but
You know, one thing is, Martin's right next to me.
Merton's gonna wave even though he knows you can't see him.
Basilio would like to roll a perception check. Can he smell him?
You can definitely roll for that.
Alright, I would like to roll perception.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. I do apologize. You got various calls and various messages.
I accidentally closed the darkening. I just have to relaunch it.
15.
So with a 15, you can smell Merton. He smells like sulfur and dragon.
It smells like sulfur and that thing I hate so much.
Phrasing, bud, phrasing.
I'm sorry, I got a wicked tongue lashing. I had to get a shower, and apparently I am in a lot of trouble, but we'll talk about it later.
You know, one thing I forgot to ask.
You don't know what I did wrong. I was just going to create a flesh golem and have an undead army. Sharon's making fantastic undead stuff.
Merton's gonna turn around. I too wanted to flesh golem once.
I know, right? They're so useful.
You know, I have one question for you, Basilio.
Sure.
Can you decipher where the source of the magical darkness is in this room? I'd love to be able to see.
Because I'm going under the assumption that Basilio's senses at that moment are kind of like Wolverines.
All right, you can roll a Arcana for me.
Great, he's not great. Apparently he's decent today with a 14.
I think that's the closest roll we've got. I'm gonna say you notice something, but not everything that you could notice with this roll. You're gonna notice kind of like a purplish hazy weave. You can't see the color. The color is not there, but you identify it as being a purple net.
There's some kind of purple net down there. It smells funny.
Hey,
Yes.
I point and nudge Merton. So, you see what Basilio just pointed out?
Over there, right?
I'm talking to Merton, Rocky.
Pointing towards this way.
Give me a moment, lads. I'm going to try and get
Hey,
this.
question for you, Merton. You have a
Yes?
means of dispelling magic.
Do I have magic?
Dispelling magic. Just curious.
How do you do that?
I Nix can help with that, but I'm currently in a lot of trouble. She put this beaded necklace on me, and I can't get the fucking thing off. I had to sit through a zone of truth for what is essentially 3 hours here, being berated about cheating, of all things.
Okay.
There were so many unpleasant conversations, so many questions that I had no way of answering dishonestly. He was satisfied enough to let me go, but now I have to wear this. And it allows her to do the thing remotely, which scares me a little.
Oh, if I see the word "sit boy,"
Nothing happens. A
ah,
moment later, you see the beads glow. Damn you!
it worked.
She can see through the thing. Ah! Really? A praying eye? Really, Nix?
Hey, Nix! Say it again!
I just took a shower.
You're face planting into the murder blanket. Murder rug.
Smells like blood and shame. Alright, she's having fun. So what are we doing? As
Well-
Basilio starts to knot the creep vine and slowly start to wrap it around Merton.
Why are you doing that?
I thought we were going to throw Merton into the murder hole.
Yeah.
hole.
Alright.
Okay,
I'm going
I'm
to
just
have
gonna.
to
I'm gonna
switch to our
throw.
next chamber. We're gonna get here. We're not quite here yet.
I throw a dagger at the general direction. I'm gonna throw it with disadvantage because, like, I'm just sick and tired of this darkness.
Alright.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, Raven. Is this normal? I've been to the Shadow Bell a few times on missions, but that's been just dark.
Does an 18 hit the mystery thing?
What mystery? No, it does not.
It's like I just randomly tossed a dagger into the darkness.
It goes through the mystery thing, but it just clings onto the other wall.
And then disappears.
Yep.
Alright, well, since I'm already having a spectacularly bad day and I've gotten on Nix's bad side, I might as well be the guinea pig. I'll probably survive. In fact, I'll definitely survive, but the question is, will I enjoy that? Cracks his neck. Alright. He walks towards the hole.
Alright, walking forward, you're gonna walk over the murder blanket, noticing that it touches your ankles and tickles them as you walk
And as he
over it.
gets closer to me, I quickly loop a rope around him.
Alright. You're going
He
to
already
notice.
fashioned the creep bud, so let's get an extra safety net now. Alright, hold on tight.
Yep.
Did it switch to the other map?
Yes.
Okay, good. You're gonna notice that you are now in a bigger space. Like, it's no longer single file. This is a nice big space.
We just instantly teleported, and do I see anything?
Did the line go slack, or is it still tight?
The line got slack. So you guys are all in the dark place in the black section here, but Basilio is now in this area.
Okay, well,
I'm just gonna move you guys.
that did not go according to plan.
Like, this is gonna be hard.
You know I'm sorry for this, Nix, but I really am the best choice for this, unfortunately. So he's going to wander a little bit further in with a deception check for a survival. Can he get an idea of the terrain?
This is a hallway. You can see. So it's no longer completely pitch black. There's a little bit of light coming off of these black flame sconces that are on the wall.
All right.
And there's black candles lining the side of this hallway.
I'm
Celia's gonna roll
nervous.
history to see if this.
So all along here, there are black candles, and then all along the wall, there's also black flame sconces.
I'm pushing. As this is going on, I'm pushing Merton through with him
Good.
like, and I'm following suit.
It's brighter in here.
Yeah. With
Rocky, would you like to walk forward?
Yes.
history of Theo throughout his various travels before being in process of things similar to this.
Could you do a history check, please, then? 21. All right. So we did 21. This is definitely a Sharon temple. There is no doubt in your mind that this is a temple to Shar. There's black candles. There's a veil of darkness. There's just that overall oppressive, ominous feeling of emptiness.
I rummage through my my bag and pull out my bag is a little book.
Okay.
And it is a prayer book for the Raven Queen. And like I'm thumbing through the pages, like how to turn this place into your chapel.
Converting the Sharon temples.
101. Alright.
For just a moment, lads. I need to get something to laugh.
Should I roll a religion to see how fast I can get through it? Find the page?
Yes,
Both of those
you can.
will be stolen. You need my keys wherever. Okay.
It's taking me a while to find the right page. I rolled a 6.
All right. You're not the best at finding it.
Yep.
Celia walks into the portal hole. A little bit of time passes. He comes back with a satchel. A handful of satchels.
Ah.
He starts looking around for supports on the structure. And he starts tucking them into the wall.
What are you doing?
Contingency.
And you might notice something as Merton is walking forward. What he's wearing. Would you like to check?
Sure. Why not?
He somehow is wearing the priestess's
I told you
clothes.
3 times I hung him up. Yeah?
Wait, he's wearing the princess's clothes that
He is
killed?
wearing the priestess's clothes, and his cloak is billowing in the wind. But there's no wind.
He's wearing a dress?
He is wearing robes.
Okay.
Celia's cracking up right now. Why the hell are you wearing a dress? Where did you even get it?
A corpse lent it to me, and I used some glue to attach the arms.
Yeah.
What a strange creature you are, man. Thank you. I really needed to laugh. I've had a bad day.
Quickly.
As Rocky steps in, you notice that he is shirtless. Evidently, when he put the dress on, he took his shirt off.
Is that the tutu you were wearing? Oh, no.
It's Fred.
Cecilia was laughing again, even harder. You still got the makeup on your face. And the
He does have
Goldilocks
the
hat.
makeup on. His hair did fall off. His hair fell off. But he did rip his dress off as well. But still has the makeup. He looks like a very pretty princess.
So he's cracking
Is there any?
trying to arm these bags. He's struggling now.
Is there any way I can get the makeup off too?
You can
Since I-
definitely, now that you've noticed that the makeup is still on, wipe out your face and try to get it off.
You've been drew a mustache on you.
A very tiny, dainty mustache.
God, do I wish Bubba was here so that I can sit here. Basilio damn well knows the joke that I'm kind of reaching for. Anyways, yes. What shall I roll to sit there and
You can also just take like a rag out of your bag, or if you have anything like that, to try and just wipe your face off.
Let's see. Do I have
anything in your bag? If you have like a bottle of water, you can use the water.
Alright.
I guess if you have oil, you could also use oil.
Alright, I got the fuses tied together.
I have an opal in my bag.
Opals are stones. I don't think that'll help unless you're doing a facial.
I have the only oil I have is oil of etherealness.
Etherealness? I don't think you want to rub that on your face, but you could if you want to.
Oh my god!
No, Max, you're not going. So, well,
I have a bag of beans. Can I use that to wipe my face?
You can use the bag of beans to wipe your face.
As he's wiping his face with the bag of beans, I'm uncorking my canteen.
All right.
And
Ryan's just gonna casually walk forward like he owns the place.
I dab a rag, hand it to Rocky while he's rubbing himself with beans, and I just walk away and follow Merton.
Just for a moment.
Say again?
Basilio was calling Merton. He said, "Can I borrow you for a moment? Just a moment."
Yes.
Can you tell me if this fuse looks tight enough for you?
Fuse?
Don't light it.
Okay.
Absolutely do not light it. It's very important that you don't light this until I tell you.
Merton is going to smell this. Use a survival to see if he knows what it is.
Alright.
With an 11. Can he guess what you are handing him?
It smells kind of like black powder, but not.
Smells tasty.
It's highly volatile. I've been working on it. It's a special kind of plastic powder. But I need to make sure that the fuses link and are tied appropriately. So I just need you to tie it so that I can spool it as we go.
Alright. That's a good enough. Try this knot here. So, like, the slip knots don't work well.
As we're following Raven, Merton and Basilio were basically elaborately tying up a series of mine shaft fuses. Kind of like when they blast in a mine to open further into the ground. That's kind of what's happening right now.
I don't think we should put them beside the flames. Maybe on this wall, as he points to the opposite wall from the candles.
So yeah, we're like doing a maze of fuses. All right, that shouldn't be good enough. I've got enough charges. All we have to do is be faster than the fuse.
Faster than the fuse.
But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. First, we have to find these shower ends and put them down hard.
Alright, you have come to a door. There is a door in front of you. There is some weird stuff going on at the end of this hall, but there is a door in front of you.
Does Basilio hear anything beyond the door?
Raven walks through the weird stuff.
Okay.
Does it seem familiar to him?
A swirling hole of souls.
Have I finally got to the point to the chapter of converting sanctuaries?
Let's roll for that.
Does he say that out loud?
Okay, what do I roll?
I would say.
Oh, I'm about to convert him. I'm about to
That's
convert
a-
him real hard.
You can thumb through as a history or as an investigation in your book as you are investigating your book.
I'm gonna roll an investigation. A 14.
14, not quite. You're like, I'm close. You think you need to flip back a couple of chapters. You overshot the chapters.
All right, now
But-
that I'm done setting
So these souls are basically. So I'm gathering the point that these souls that are in front of me are trapped here.
Those souls are in a swirling vortex of souls.
So, it's like, have I passed the point where I could like release souls? So the Raven Queen, because I'm reading a Raven Queen prayer book, and it basically has instructions on doing rites. So it's like, have I right past the one page, so I have to look again?
Yeah, you find the chapter, but you're gonna notice something weird, maybe, if you do an Arcana check. Basilio
Okay.
already can see it. So, Basilio, if you want to come over, you can see what is going on.
I rolled a 15.
All right. What does he see?
15, Raven?
Yep.
All right,
As-
Raven, you are finally able to see the shadow weave. So this is full on the shadow weave woven around these souls, kind of like a giant net keeping them balled up. So it's a giant fishing net of souls.
I think I can use my key to manipulate it. It's kind of resonating with my magic. I might need some time if you want to free them, but question for you before I start doing hocus pocus. Do you know if
Yeah?
there's any night orchids nearby?
What?
It's Nyx's favorite flower, and it's probably the only way I could probably get back at her good graces and not eat the dirt again.
Maybe my aunt might know, but not me.
Well, I appreciate your time. As he starts weaving his key, he starts doing Goku movements. All right.
As I'm just kind of like walking around, I'm like, no, I've seen something somewhat similar to this. Like two guys, two evil guys. One guy by the name of Shang Tsung, and the other guy by the name of Quan Chi. Trying to
Oh, have you fight those guys too? They're assholes. They tried to take my
Yeah.
soul one time.
I know, right? They were prattling on about some kind of thing called soul what was that? Soul tornadoes thing.
Didn't even have the decency to buy me dinner first. No.
Hey, yeah.
As
As he
this is
starts
all
pulling
going
the
on,
weave,
as
he's pulling
this
the
is
weave
going
back with
on,
his key.
I'm basically doing doing a ritual to help break the thing.
I
Release the
appreciate
soul.
that. The prayer will be helpful in passing the souls on. I can handle the shadow net itself.
I'm like drawing the prayer symbols in the ground with like I don't have anything. He cut his finger and it's just doing it in blood. It's like it'll work.
Like in my head, I can just see Basilio's shadow bending, like water
And-
bending.
And then it's like you see a elf basically drawing symbols in blood
Okay.
on the ground.
Where did you get all
Praying
the
a
blood
ritual.
from?
He points to his bleeding finger.
Oh, that's. Oh yeah. I remember the. Rygor told me something about that.
Blood magic is always nice when you're dealing with the Raven Queen.
Also, a great way to bypass material components. You just gotta be careful.
Yep. Well, I once knew a blood cleric who used blood for their rituals. They
Neat.
showed me a few things. Yeah, it
I
nearly
learned some of
drank
the
them
shadow
her
magic.
life. And those blood hunters, they use blood magic too.
Oh yeah, I met 2 of them. Order of the Lycan, I believe. Lovely
Yeah,
tieflings.
that's what Raph is. He's part of that order.
Oh, delightful people.
Yeah, you just don't make fun of his tail.
Or say something about their wolfish grin. They take umbrage to that for some reason. I can't imagine why. As he
No,
cuts a
no,
wolfish grin.
no, he literally has a split tail.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's like the twin tail syndrome, I think. It's very
Some of the
rare
shadow
for
weave
its kind.
I learned from a mummy lord in the service of the Raven Queen, Rhaegor. Apparently he's the
Uh-huh.
son of some all-powerful dragon or something. Swore he
Uh-huh.
knew me. Took me like 3 hours to convince him that he knew the other me. And then
Uh-huh.
another 6 days to convince him that I was the real one. While I was in a
Uh-huh.
soul cage, very awkward. As he breaks the net.
As I finish the last symbol.
So as you try to break the net, the bonds get stronger and darkness fills the chamber.
Ah, damn it!
Did I mess up the ritual?
Yes,
I'm not sure.
Yes, you did, and you might have sat there and initiated a guy by the name of Naga there, dude. So be prepared to fight, maybe?
With
I don't know.
Attack! Sorry.
With a 14 in Arcana, Basilio tries to use his key to re-establish control over the Shadow Weave.
Merton, while this is going on, nobody's been paying attention to Merton, and Merton's getting bored. He doesn't care about that weave. He wants to open this gorgeous door. So he pushes it open and goes inside.
It's not locked.
It was
Basilio's
not locked.
he's having to focus, so he doesn't even notice that Merton's not in the room.
I finished the ritual setup, so I pat Basilio on the back. Good luck!
Oh,
And I follow Merton.
appreciate it!
I gotta keep an eye on that person.
So you head forward?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Rocky, do you stay with Basilio or do you continue forward?
I would.
Just letting you know, these giant people are not giant, they're just groups of people.
Are they the civilians?
Our time
That's
to
a
ask
great
this.
question!
But Rocky, you got anything to eat by chance?
I think
This
I might still.
takes a lot out of me.
I think I might still have a bag of beans.
Could you spare a handful of beans? It'll have
What
to
type
do.
of beans do you have?
Are they edible or are they magic? Like, I might need some context here.
Well, it just says bag of beans, wondrous item.
Please look at your bag of beans.
Basilio looks at
I
the corner of
guess
his
you
eyes.
don't know. He does not know. Unfortunately, Rocky is unaware. He just can read the label on his bag as he reads that.
I suppose I'll hold on to them. Wondrous is odd for a thing of beans to have labeled on there. Maybe it's a unique flavor. As he tucks it into his pocket.
As I have entered the room, I go into stealth mode.
Okay. So
Hiding
This-
behind Merton.
chamber
With a
is
16.
full of people. I mean, there's tons of people. Probably, I don't know, 50 townspeople? They all seem fairly normal. No one's wearing any armor. They all seem very mundane, but there's something wrong with them. So they're super still. They have a super vacant stare, and they're just standing in a submissive silence. So they're just rigid and unmoving. It's like they're in a trance.
Alright.
Oh no. Oh
I'm
no.
gonna start poking at them.
Ern, could you lead us closer? What?
Need to test them.
Yeah.
I lost Merton's token. I moved him too close. So he's weaving in and out of them, just slowly walking and then poking and prodding and pulling and tugging. And even though he's pulling really hard, they aren't falling.
With Merton, I wouldn't be
And even though
surprised.
he's pushing them really hard, they're not falling
Moving.
forward.
He's just going full night
Their feet-
crawler. He's vamping in and out of reality.
Their feet are not moving.
Their feet are not moving, their bodies are super rigid, and even though he's like really not being kind, they aren't falling over. Like they're not even tipping. It's like they're made out of wood or petrified or something.
Okay. I simply thinking, all right, we gotta end this farce.
So you might also notice, let's see, perception check.
Alright. 18. I'm going to be basically stealthing along the crowd.
Alright, with an 18, you're going to notice that there's another chamber ahead. And you could hear chanting. Like, this is louder. Before, it sounded like very quiet. This is not quiet. This is very loud in here.
I'm going to check for traps. 27 investigation for traps on the door.
There is no traps on the door. The door is open, just letting you know. Like, this is wide door open.
Okay.
The doorway is not trapped.
Alright, I look in. Do I see people?
You see some hooded figures. They're clad in black robes that are absorbing the light. So, like, there is a very strange light in this room. It's not black and white like the rest of the Shadowfell. You can see hues of purple. But it seems like they're enshrouded by this shadow. And they're kind of swaying rhythmically and chanting. And there's a giant moonstone altar. Sorry, amethyst altar. So an amethyst stone, like a giant altar. And
Saloon just entered the chat.
Not Saloon. No, it's a giant amethyst altar.
My fellow Sharans.
One question.
And it's
How many
sculpted
people?
in a giant swirl of shadows.
Ooh.
Now questioning. How many bad guys are in the room?
There's a lot.
So if I suddenly say, "Stop in the name of Raven Queen," I'm gonna
Stop
get murked?
in the name
I'm
of
gonna
love.
say there's at least 50 Sharans in this room. There's 4 around the altar.
Oh my god, this would be perfect if Brendan was here. This would be perfect.
I run back to Basilio and quickly grab where he grabbed the bombs.
What's up? Don't temple that. They're highly sensitive.
Grab the bomb. You got more?
I got an extra in my bag that's you can reach. Kind of busy at the moment.
I grab it.
Ooh.
And I run back.
Other cheek.
I grab the bombs.
You're able to pull exactly one out.
I disarmed. I mean, how well did you put the other bomb?
All of the bombs are inside the wall, packed in there with fuses connecting them. If you dislodge one, you could cause them all to set off in a chain reaction.
Sir, I have one big bomb. Got it.
Basilio really wants these Sharans dead.
All right, Basilio, are you done with the
attempt of the
How much time has passed? Because that's up to you, DM. If he's
I'm gonna say this has been about 10 minutes. But everything that you try to throw at this weave is not working.
I could really use Nyx's help, but she's pissed off at me right now.
All right, Rocky and Basilio, Raven has rushed back to that hallway and is trying to, disassemble the bombs.
I think he's found something deeper in. That's kind of why I set charges in the front. We can try to lure them to the front.
Oh, we got civilians inside.
Civilians?
Yeah, townspeople.
Well, as long as you don't cast any fire cantrips, they shouldn't detonate. As long as you don't pull the first.
Holy hell! Okay, I love that. Sorry. You left Martin in a room alone, so this is just as how it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. Where's Martin?
I grabbed the bomb and I had rushed back.
All right, I rolled that. That was a nat 20. I have to roll a 20.
As I'm get back, I see Martin just do something.
What is number 10? 1. Oh, those are empty. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, Rocky, have you tried to throw these beans at anything before?
No.
What do these beans look like, DM? Go ahead, real quick. Sorry. Sorry, bud.
I was just gonna sit there and just be like, no, I haven't tried them yet.
All right. So
as I get back, what do I see Martin doing?
Number, it's about a half a pound of beans.
All right, about half a pound of beans.
They're not all the same color. They're like various shapes and sizes.
He would like to roll an Arcana check on these or an investigation.
You can definitely do so.
All right. Let's go investigation because it's holy 22.
22.
Natural,
okay.
Natural 20.
These smell very not beans. They don't smell like beans. You get a very strong smell of magic from every single bean. Well, there's a couple that don't smell that way. You're not sure, but there's a strong Arcana smell from all of them.
Rocky, who gave you these beans?
Somebody? I can't remember.
Somebody. All right. Who?
Max.
No. Oh, well. But I have an idea. As a wolfish grin, his teeth look very canine right now. I have to catch up, and then you have to tell me about how you met Shang Tsung. He goes into the room, just to the door, and peers in.
As you do so, you're going to see Merton grab something out of his bag and drink it from a distance.
And you see Raven just back at the door, ready to chuck something into the room.
He whispers to Raven, I got an idea. These are magic beans. I may or may not know what some of these do. If I throw these in there, it's gonna get crazy.
Especially this. And I quietly toss, slide in the bomb across the floor.
As Basilio tosses gently those 3 beans next to it. Oh, this is gonna be fun. We might want to start running. You did remember to put the fuse on the bomb. That bomb didn't have a fuse in it yet.
Yeah, of course. And I 22 sleight of hand to slide it into the room.
Okay, you slide it into the room. Merton is in the room doing Merton things and mingling with the Dark Jesticers, and you lose sight of him as he's dressed just like them.
Oh dear God, he's becoming one of them.
But I can see his head, right? He's not wearing a helmet.
He's not wearing a... Well, He's not. He doesn't have his cloak. You can tell who he is by the cloak of billowing.
Next, I know you're really
Very
upset
gentle
with me.
breeze blowing his cloak around him, like he's super dramatic.
I'm simply trying to gesture to Mern to get out of the room.
We could really use that divine protection, like soon.
As I have slid the bomb in, and I'm willing to detonate it. But if Mern doesn't get out of here in time, who knows what chaos could happen?
Let's just. That one's not as strong as the ones I put in the front. But
Oh.
it definitely will get their attention. It will definitely get their attention.
Alright, Merton reaches this giant pillar. Raven, do you notice the pillars at all?
That one's really unstable. I'm really proud of that one.
The pillars?
Yeah,
Oh, the
perception. Like, are you looking at these pillars?
I'm looking into the room. So I roll a perception.
Yeah, perception. Are you just looking at the people, or do you notice these pillars?
I rolled a 20 for perception.
I finally
Alright.
get the darkening to come up.
You
There we
notice that there's 5 pillars, and they're doing weird stuff.
I just roll a con to see if I realize what's going on. Nope, it's just weird.
With Basilio's history check, with it still being like 10 minutes ago, could he help with that? Maybe use the help action to help him get a higher roll?
You're not there in the room.
He's gonna do an
That's
arcana.
cool. I didn't know that you'd already gone in the room. My bad.
No, Merton doesn't know anything about magic with an arcana of 8. He can't tell you what this pillar do.
Alright, with a stealth check of a 14, Basilio tries to subtly blend into the shadows around him.
Okay. Are you in the room with all the people?
He's not going in far. How high is the ceiling? Are there rafters he can climb up in?
There's no rafters. But it's kind of like a very ornate dome. It's very round. I know it doesn't look like it. It looks very angular in here, but just imagine the walls being smooth and round.
Works for
the
me.
question is the desks in the room? Or that's just...
It doesn't matter if the desks are there or not there. I guess they could be there. The desks are there.
Is there anything he can take cover in that will help him blend in?
You can hide behind the people if you like. They don't seem to notice.
Well, he is currently wreathed in his shadow key, so I guess he'll try to do that. He'll go full Assassin's Creed and he'll pull the hood over his head.
All right. Rocky.
Alright.
Yes.
You finally notice that Basilio and Raven and Merton are all not in the room with you as you are staring off into space. Would you like to join them in the other room?
Yes.
You may move your character wherever you'd like to go.
I finally get my PC up and running so I can move my token. Yay!
Yay for you.
I am surprised my PC is running, bro. This thing's struggling.
Well, at least that's better than, God bless you. At least that's better than, me, who, for some reason, when Discord was minimized, decided to disconnect. So I don't know how much of our, God bless you again. I don't know how much of the session was captured between when I realized and when it reconnected, and disconnected briefly again.
Above game, real quick. I'm listening to you, bud. I gotta ask the DM. You said 10 minutes passed while Basilio was trying to weave the shadow and bend it.
Yes.
Would that be enough time for a blessing ritual to pass?
Yes, I would say so.
All right. Nyx, even though she's really angry with Basilio at the moment, has, while she's been harumphing, been consulting with Alistri to do something very similar to what in Baldur's Gate Saluna did to protect you from the shadows devouring you. Everybody
Okay.
has a limited blessing of Ilustri, which will help defend against the shadows that are around them.
All right.
And I do feel for you, bro. I do. Believe me, I do.
Yeah, it's why one of my mantras is technology just fucking hates me.
So since Merton's Arcana failed, he's just going to investigate. Oh, now 20.
Ooh.
That's amazing. All right. Martin.
What does your third eye see?
Makes a sudden turn and starts walking back to Raven. Just not like he owns the place, like he's scared of something. Raven? Raven?
Yeah.
Martin's poking Raven.
I think we're getting what do you call it, Sid? Dial-up noises from Raven.
Yeah, I think so. Uh-oh. Martin leaves Raven there and walks back to Basilio, since Basilio's in the doorframe.
He's slowly making his way to the door, trying to blend in.
You can't blow it up.
Why?
That pillar, it's a pillar of control, and it says that it's the number 5 pillar, so that means there's 5 pillars, and I think it's controlling all these people.
So we can't destroy it. Are you sure that wouldn't break their hold?
Yes.
Well, I have a backup plan, but I don't like it.
So if we destroy the pillars,
I think
people
they
are
become.
freed?
I think it destroys their minds. Like it is their brains. It's not their physical brains, but it is their brains.
Their psyche, their personality will be destroyed. Well, since the explosive...
There's a bomb in the room!
You might want to go get that, Bod.
I tried to warn you, Raven, but you were making dial-up noises!
I've got a creep vine root that's in stasis. If I break the stasis, this thing will grow like wildfire, and it will be quite angry. We will have to run. It won't destroy the pillars, but if there's any Sharons in here, they'll have their hands full for a while.
They're still chanting, right?
Yeah, the ritual is continuing. Mern's just going to start sidestepping. He's trying not to be noticed, but he's just like sidestepping.
I mean, they didn't seem to notice me, and I walked right in front of them. They're in some sort of trance.
No. This room is full of dark justiciars. There's 50 dark justiciars in this room.
Okay, then he's blending in.
And there's 4 on this huge giant altar that's in the front.
So if I destroy that altar up top, would the ritual stop? Would I get that idea?
Martin's going to roll an investigation because
there is a reason I kept that particular bomb in my back pocket. It's an unstable mixture. I have no idea how much of a boom it's going to yield. It could be a little tiny fart, or it could be a massive explosion.
Merton, he looks like he needs to fart or poop or something, and he's just very tightly walking back to you guys from after visiting another pillar.
So he poked Raven. Does he need to go to the bathroom?
Yes. Yes.
I know what the other pillar is.
Okay.
It's a pillar of mind wipe.
So they're basically trying to steal the memories of these people. This is a... Oh, dear God. I know what they're doing. They're recruiting.
Is there a
This
way
is really
to
bad.
destroy-
I don't know if these I don't know if the dark justiciars are town people.
Okay, with a 14, if I got into the page where I could just like finally got to that page.
You
Let's
get to the
see.
page, but you notice something.
Okay.
It's torn out.
Is that supposed to be missing?
Somebody, maybe the catalog, has borrowed a page from your journal. And you find a little note, not a sticky note, because, that'd be hard. It's just a little note that says, I owe you one.
This is
Oh, you
why
won what?
It's why I really need to find.
My
and
question
take that
is,
picture.
Your aunt has gone through your things. How do you feel?
going with
Violated?
using my mind, because I have key mind, and I've read this book once. Is there a possibility I could remember what the page said? If I roll a history check.
Let's see what your history check is.
Basilio rolled a 14 for history. Would he
Nope.
be able
I
at
rolled
the
a
moment?
natural one. I'm
You do
curious.
not remember ever reading this page. It might be the only page, the only chapter in the entire book that you have not read. And
Basilio's
maybe
trying.
that's why. Maybe it was borrowed a long time ago.
Oh God. Basilio's trying to remember anything that might help in terms of his dealings as a bounty hunter / assassin. He rolled a 14 on history. Does he know anything?
Should I check the other pillars?
I'll roll a chaos. Why not?
I want to roll chaos.
Okay.
Okay, roll chaos. But yeah, Basilio rolled a 14, so I don't think he'll remember much.
I rolled a 3 with chaos.
It was even, so it didn't happen.
He's about to scream and he controls himself.
Marin's gonna pat Raven on the back and then start going towards the other pillar with Basilio.
So, while he's studying this pillar, he's trying to remember anything useful. He did roll a 14 for history.
A 14 for history. Okay.
There's a lot going on right now, so he could be a little distracted with.
So up close to this pillar is adorned with glyphs and runes, and it's pulsating with a very deep, shadowy glow. And the runes appear like they're made out of swirling darkness, and they're shifting and they're evolving and changing. And you can see this pillar is kind of acting like a weave for the shadow. Like, it's working like a spindle for the shadow weave.
Well, I've got nothing else to
Would you like
lose.
to do a religion or an arcana check?
Let's see. Which one would he be better at? Hang on. About the same in both. He will roll religion. With a 6.
Alright, since
Shadows
Mervin
are-
is there, he is also going to roll an arcana.
Shadows are messing with my mind. Hard to think.
So the pillar's connected to the shadow weave, and it's amplifying this net that we're in.
I simply walk up behind them, and we just
And
destroy this thing.
It says number
If we-
1, And I think this says number. Wait, yes, this says number 1.
We need to find a way to
It has
disarm
a
these.
giant numeral 1 at the very top of this. This is a very well labeled pillar.
With a 14 Arcana, is there any means that I know of to just stop this whole ritual?
So, you know how to deactivate this pillar?
I simply just, out of sheer frustration and anger, I
3
just hit it.
options to kind of, you come up with 3 plans that might work to disable this pillar in particular. That says number 1.
Alright, I quickly drink my potion of possibility. This is desperate times. Oh! And 2 motes are floating around me. Alright. Let's begin.
I like how you're using every tool that I have to say D&D. Does it not work?
Oh, I have 4! 4 of them.
Yeah, we got them at the. You got 1, and then you got some from. Oh, invulnerability is the one that your
My
gave you?
grandma. Yep.
So you have 2 orbs that are around you at all times, and then so you can use a reroll basically.
Yep. And I used the new roll.
All right. So you figure you could probably dispel this if you had a dispel. Does anyone have a dispel?
Nope. I am not magic kind.
No.
If Nix
I
wasn't
am-
upset with me at the moment, she would be inclined, but she refuses to come out of the laboratory. Something about I'm an asshole.
Detective and
Yes.
stabby stab.
Yes, you are. All right. Well, intelligence checks, my friends. If we can't
All right.
use magic, let's use our brains.
Let's see. Not his
Okay.
best.
An 8.
Merton has a great plan, but with a 1, I don't think it'll work.
Could Basilio make a wisdom check?
You
Just
can't.
trying to
You
find
can't
a common sense type solution to this.
You can't use a wisdom check using your brain.
All right.
15
That's an
for me
18.
for intelligence.
Oh, for okay, with a 15, you definitely figure out how the pillar works somehow.
Well, between the
Rocky-
3 of us, we can
Rocky,
figure this
you
out.
think-
Punch it!
That's what I was gonna say, Rocky. You think if you punch this, using your magical punch of fixing stuff, you might be able to fix it by breaking it.
Wait, you can actually do that? I thought that was fabricated.
So
I kind of
there's
laughed when I got the
thin-
report.
You see these thin thread-like channels of this shadow magic that's running along the exterior of the pillar. And you think if you punch them hard enough, you can sever the threads.
I just kind of look over my shoulder. I'm like, "Hey guys, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and give this one good wallop, and see if that maybe might break the connection."
Oh, I've got to see this.
All right.
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna hide in plain sight, because I have a feeling the Justicars are gonna be
16.
at 25.
Oh my God.
Hide.
You got a 16?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Basilio
as
is
you punch forward, the threads just snap through your fist until you hit the actual pillar, and that hurts.
ooh.
I will roll your damage. But you do cut the threads. You take 3 damage.
Hooray for 3 damage.
All right. I see what you're going for.
Alright, so as you sever these threads, you notice
Not let me
the
do.
weave kind of falls and dissipates. Kind of like when you walk into a spider web and you've disrupted the edges that it's connected to, it just kind of falls. And is no longer a net.
Go figure. Can I punch it again?
You can if you want to.
Does it seem like
Then-
it's deactivated?
Yeah, it's not glowing anymore. It's not doing like the thing it was doing, and the threads don't seem shadowy anymore. It just seems like a pillar with strings that was on it.
I
24.
As I'm trying to stop him, he hits the pillar.
All right, as you hit the pillar with a 24, you kind of punch a chunk out, and you notice that the pillar is made out of amethyst.
Hey guys, does anybody know what amethyst is, or how we can, I don't know, take care of it?
Merton's going to say, you can use it to make weapons, or use it for jewelry. It's very much money.
As you see an illusory clone of Basilio. Yeah, you could do all of that, yeah. As he's inspecting this pillar in the center now.
Question.
All right.
What was the reaction from all the chanters?
They somehow don't seem to notice what is going on around them.
Alright,
They're the people in the front there at the altar are swaying and chanting. Everyone else in the room is chanting, but for some reason, they don't notice you.
for 26, do I see where Pillar 2 is?
With a 26, yes.
Yeah.
Pillar 2 is up by stage on the left.
So, this guy?
Gonna add a big.
Is it this guy?
That pillar's down. Yeah, that one there.
Alright, I basically run over through the crowd, get to it. Does it have a similar thing?
So for Raven,
I will
Let's
do an
go.
investigation check if you want me to. What? But my
Sorry,
passive
that one-
investigation.
that one is number 2. Trying to find number 2. Okay.
My passive investigation is 18.
18.
My passive is 18.
Okay. So this pillar has very large gems embedded in the structure, and each gem is radiating with like very strong pulses that are syncing with, if you look at all of the people in the room, their heartbeat. If that makes sense. And you feel like there's some weird connection between this pillar and all of their souls.
So if I disactivate this thing, their souls will be free, or
Good question. Arcana.
it's gonna be
What do you know of these things?
21.
21?
Yep.
Alright. So you recognize these gems. These are soul gems. So the gems themselves are containing the souls of, like, they're sucking or siphoning the souls of all of these people out.
So if I basically dislodge all these things, the souls should return, right? Or
Possibly.
alright, I take out my thieves tools and try to basically dislodge the gems.
Okay.
So
you remove the gems.
with a 21, sleight of hand.
You are able to remove the gems. As you go, you notice that they're all around the pillar, so this is going to take a while.
Yep.
So the pillar that Basilio shadow stepped next to, and after he got finished casting minor illusion, is there
I
anything
can't
special that he can figure out about this one?
That one is... This one is the Pillar of Control. So Merton had told Raven about it.
What pillar number was it again?
Merton did not look at what pillar it was.
Okay.
Basilio's gonna try to roll an Arcana to see if he can deactivate it using his connection to the Shadow Weave.
As Merton comes over, he says, "This is Pillar 5.
5, huh?
As he points to the V shape that is on the very top.
Huh.
Roman numerals.
Did you happen to notice anything about deactivating it safely?
You did an insight. Break the rune? Just smash it? Smash it.
It works for me. I've always been a fan of the direct approach.
Should we go find Pillar 3?
Yeah. Which one was Pillar 3? Do you have to deactivate it in sequence or something?
We deactivated number 1. Number 2, this says 5.
So it's in one of the corners of the room.
I guess that would be... Wait, it went 1, 2, 3, 4? 3, 4.
Basilio
As you
Shadow
approach,
steps
you
over here.
notice the 3.
Okay, so here's a 3. Might as well do my magic. With a 13, he attempts to use his connection to the Shadow Fell or the Shadow Weave to disarm this trap. Or at least figure out a way to safely do so.
So this is the Pillar of Eternal Darkness.
Oh,
and it's
sounds
absorbing all of the light around it. And it has something very strange about it. There you could see a form inside this pillar. It seems shadowy, so you can't clearly see it, but it seems humanoid. And they're raking its claws, trying to get out of this pillar.
I really don't like this one. It reminds me of the mirror. I really, really don't like this one as he clenches his fist. And
You could do a nature check if you like, or you could do a physical interaction.
on pure gut instinct, because he spent roughly 30 years having somebody else live his life, and this thing is basically like the mirror prison, he just punches it out of reflex.
Okay. As you punch it, there's crystals that are along the bottom of the pillar that you just noticed, and you hear them crack.
As he hits it, blood starts to trickle out of his fist. I hit it harder than I meant to. My bad. Merton, you know how to turn this off? There's something inside there. It's trying to get out.
Merton's gonna go up to the pillar and sniff it. Don't let it out.
Duly noted.
That's not a friendly. That's not a friendly indeed. He might.
Basilio reaches onto his back and takes out a longsword and begins to start praying. He's going to roll a religion check to see if
Merton's gonna hiss at him as he starts praying and go to the next pillar.
With a 12, he attempts to use the power of Illustree to deactivate the pillar.
Okay.
He's channeling it through his moonblade. He dug it out while he was hashing it out with Nyx.
So as you are praying to the pillar, or praying to Illustree, you're going to notice the flames the dark black flames that are lining all of the walls start snuff out one by one. Until
Oh,
all
dear.
of the flames are gone.
I don't think whatever I'm doing is working. Rocky, can I borrow your fist over here for a moment?
Sure, why not? Sit here and you are, I think, crossed.
There's a
You're
couple of
gonna
things I
notice
know to
that
try.
in the darkness, you don't notice the thing trying to claw out, though.
Whatever's inside this pillar's not trying to claw out. I'm currently holding some holy magic trying to keep that thing in at the very least. I can't seem to deactivate the pillar, though. Whatever I did, it did not like, though.
Well, let's sit here and give it a very good, hearty whack, maybe.
You could definitely
Five.
do a Rocky Punch.
Yes.
Upon
Uh,
the
Go
torches
ahead.
going out, did
Yes.
the chanting change in the next room? Basilio's passive perceptions is 17, I believe.
All right. So you're going to notice that there's something, the weave's gone as you look up towards the altar that's up there. And you're noticing that there's a change. Like, it doesn't look as dark and shadowy. And the priestesses aren't absorbing light anymore. Because it's everything's in shadow. So there's not as much light going on. But you notice there is a change up there.
Something's definitely happening in the next room. They're weakening. I think we better
It's
hurry
in
up
the
and
same room
deactivate.
as you. It's just in this huge green thing.
Whatever
The
we're gonna
huge
do,
green thing is the altar.
we better hurry up and finish, because if they notice what we're doing, it could get real bad real quick.
How long did it take me to get the pillar 2 down?
As he bamps back over here.
Raven, I would say as soon as Basilio was done, probably 5 minutes. I'll say 5 minutes going around and knocking all the soul gems out.
And I have put them all in my backpack.
How big is your backpack? Because this is like, there's probably over 100 in that pillar you just took out.
Are they small gems or fist-sized?
Fist size. These are soul gems. Think Oblivion.
You can fit a lot of soul gems in one thing. But yeah.
It is a lot of soul gems to put in a pillar. That is correct.
Yep, so it's like I'm like carrying a backpack, probably turned one of my old clothing into like a makeshift rucksack.
As you approach Basilio, he still has the longsword out, but he seems almost like he's having a debate with the sword or arguing with it.
I don't see that. I'm at pillar 5.
That's something Merton would be able to see right now.
Ah! You also have a precious.
Yeah, it's really bitchy, though. Long story.
Merton's gonna pull out his stuffy that was shoved in his shirt. See, so is mine.
Oh, neat. Does yours also have the souls of your ancestors trapped inside of it?
Ancestors. as he puts the bear away.
As Basilio said, that a shadow pops up behind him that looks like an elf. It just waves.
Hi?
It doesn't speak. It just waves. And then it just kind of fades out of existence. Apparently
Welcome
that's
to
my
the
uncle.
Pillar of Mind Wipe.
All right, this one wipes minds. We've almost disabled whatever jarring horror story is going on here.
As they're trying to figure it out, I'm going to try to figure out how to disable mine. Can I use the same Arcana check I had last time? Or do I need to make
so
a new
you
one?
know that you need to break the symbols on here. So you have an idea. You can either like write new ones in, or scratch them out, or break them.
I'm going to write new symbols in for the Raven Queen.
Okay. And on the
So-
pillar of mind wipe,
Yeah, Basilio's passive. He's looking at it right now, so whatever he sees is what he sees.
all right,
He'll have to roll investigation if he has to.
this one's pretty easy. It has like a whole depiction of wiping people's minds and then becoming one with Char.
Oh, I'm
It's
somewhat.
straightforward. This one's easy. There's no words.
Oh, I'm somewhat familiar with this particular rite. As he, from memory, attempts to deactivate this, remembering a cult he had to dismantle back in the way back.
There's
While
a
he was-
hidden compartment in the base of the pillar, and it's the same.
All right, just take this out, and it should. Does it makes a pop sound? That should do
Yep.
it.
And yep,
All right. Thankfully, that one was much
Murray's
easier
gonna
than the
hold
other
up
one.
his thumbs towards Raven.
I love how we're blending in as Sharans with hoods and shit, and they've yet to get shot.
Yep, their rolls are really bad today. Just letting you know.
Oh, I thought this was going way too well. That makes total sense.
Oh, I thought...
I have
was
been
like,
rolling 2s, 3s. I rolled a couple
Oh, no.
of 1s. Like, these people they're just not paying attention.
They are really all about their deity right now.
Yep, they have one focus, and that's Char. Who gives a shit if there's people walking around doing stuff?
We're just Assassin's Creeding our way through.
Yeah, I'm literally a thief. Oh,
Yeah, and I'm keeping our stealth checks from before, so they have to beat your stealth check, Raven. Rocky, they could easily beat your stealth check. I mean, you
Yeah, everybody can beat me.
I'm just gonna say that
Rocky, you're just coming along and punching stuff when asked, so it's great.
Rocky's like the custodian. They just think he's like the cleaning guy. It's like, oh, he's dusting the pillars.
Yes, actually. He's the hired help. All right, we have one more pillar, but it is 8 o'clock. We've been going for quite a while.
We have, and I do apologize
Yes.
for being so late.
That is okay.
So
we have
how
one
long
pillar
would
to
it
go,
take?
so we can continue on the last pillar and whatever happens next week.
All right.